network for your life, please. By the end of college, you'll end up with $5,569. I think I wouldn't have survived my major if it wasn't for my Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video, I'll be giving you guys tips on how to thrive in college as an international student. I'm here with my special guest, Mira.
Hi everyone, I am Mira.
Yeah, I just cooked hawashi with Mira, so if you haven't watched that video, click here or here to watch it. But yeah, we're gonna give you guys tips on how to thrive college as international students while we drink some boba and also try some mamu. What is mamu?
So biscuit filled with dates. Okay. What do you think?
Oh my gosh,
What?
it's so good. Every time I drink boba, I have like a reaction. Bodily reaction.
I will stop the video here. Fair. I don't think something you love.
I like it.
You like it?
Okay, so the first college tip that I have for international students specifically is to get an SSN, like a social security number, as early as possible. You can't really do anything in America unless you have a social security number. Like, you can only get a job through a social security number. You can only apply for a credit card if you have a social security number. If you want to invest in anything like open a brokerage account, you also need a social security number. If you want to get a driver's license, you also need it.
Like for example, if you already start working, you can start working and wait for your social security number, but you really need it to get paid.
You can only get paid once you get your social security card.
The process to get your social security number is not hard usually.
For our case, our university had like a workshop where we could apply for it, do all the paperwork in that spot, and they would like send it to an office for us. So that's how we did it. I don't know how it is for other universities, but I'm pretty sure it shouldn't be that hard. But I can link some links that have the specific steps for that if you guys need it. Okay, the second tip is to get a credit card, because if you're gonna live in America for at least 4 years, you're gonna need a credit card and a credit score.
And I never thought actually having credit card is important, because like, what does even credit score mean? Why would you need all that?
But actually in America, everything like is impacted by your credit score. So it's very important to start early and build up that credit score by the time you graduate, so that it doesn't cause you any trouble. But an important part that we mentioned before was to get a social security card. And you can only apply to a credit card if you have a SSN. I once applied to a credit card like just a month after I got my social security card, and I got rejected from the credit card company because they look at your payment history from your employees. So I recommend you to apply for a credit card after you've obtained the social security card for at least 3 months. And I think a very good beginner-friendly credit card is the Discover Student card. I currently have that credit card. She has it.
You referred me.
I referred her. If you refer a friend through Discover, you can get $100 each. So yeah, both of you get $100. So I think I've referred over 5 people already.
And you can refer 5 people in a year.
In a year, you can refer up to 5 people in a year, and you can like basically spend those $500 wherever you want. As international students, you always need the money, so it's a good way to earn extra cash. Maintaining a good credit score, having a credit card will help you in the future. So yeah, that's an important one to know. Moving on to the third tip, it's also related to the first 2 tips, but getting a driver's license, because the longer you have a driver's license, the cheaper the insurance rates is. Michigan is very famous for having expensive car insurance rates, so it was very important for me to get a driver's license very early, so that by the time I get a car around my junior or senior year, I could get cheaper insurance rates. Now moving on to some tips that are less, I guess, practical, but more like college related, is you should get close to your professors by either going to office hours or paying attention in class, asking questions.
Yeah, I mean, different colleges obviously have different professor to class ratio, so it can be easier or difficult
depending on the college.
Depending on the, like building that relationship from now is better for your work field because it's all about networking. Who's
America
gonna
is
connect you?
all about networking. I've realized.
It is.
You can't just get an internship by applying to it. You have to get it through a connection or something.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, network for your life, please.
Actually.
Moving on to the 5th tip, I would say to get close to some American friends.
I know that sounds a little weird to say just get close to American friends. But I think in general, it's like become closer with locals and people who know the place better than you because they can help you a lot. First of all, with rides, if you don't have a car, they can help you like recommending places, like where to shop, where to do all these things.
Yeah.
Fun places to go to.
As international students, sometimes during breaks like Thanksgiving or spring break, even winter break, you might not have somewhere to go. Like it's not always easy to go back home, but some colleges require you to like leave. So during those times, it's good if you have an American friend who you can go over to their house. It's good to have some friends that you can rely on when you don't really have somewhere to go. Don't just stick with your ethnic group friends or your like international students, because none of them will have a car. So
and it's not completely transactional.
It's not completely transactional, but sometimes it's good to like think about those things, you know?
Yes.
Moving on to the sixth tip. Set your boundaries with your roommates early on and communicate with them if you have any issues.
I have a lot of experience with that. I think my roommate freshman year was great, but an issue we had a lot was not communicating well what our needs are or like what we prefer, because we had very different schedules, very different interests and lifestyles. So it became hard to actually like communicate that, and we waited for a long time, and that was a bad thing. And compromise is very important. You need to learn that you're living with someone, and that means compromise, you know?
Not everyone can be best friends with their roommates.
Exactly.
Not everyone will get along with them, and that's fine as long as you respect each other.
Yes.
7th tip is to utilize Rate My Professor as much as you can. I think Rate My Professor has helped me a lot when registering for classes, because everyone who leaves a comment there, they're brutal, they're honest, they will not hold back. It's all anonymous. They will not hold back. They will tell you everything about that class. So whenever you're registering for it, look up the professor on Rate My Professor, see what people say about that class, and if everyone says it's hard and that you're gonna be suffering, then you probably shouldn't register for that class.
Yeah.
Moving on to tip number 8, if you have special gift, talent, language that you can speak, utilize that and get a job on campus. For my example, I can speak Spanish, so I worked as a Spanish communication leader. So basically, I was just talking to students for an hour and I would get paid for that. If you have a special talent that you maybe want to utilize and monetize it, definitely do your research, ask around, and get a job on that, because it's very comfortable.
Be open to trying different jobs, because you know you can't suddenly get the best job on campus freshman year.
Moving on to the next tip, start investing. I didn't really know what investing was, why I had to do it, why it was beneficial for me, but after doing some research, like watching some YouTube videos and having a lot of friends around me who invest, I realized that investing is really important. Money's value decreases over time because of inflation and all of that
sauce.
So if you just leave your money in the air in the account that doesn't do anything for you, then you're basically losing it by the second. So basically, I would recommend you to invest in a normal index fund like a S&P 500. And if you start your freshman year and do that for 4 years, by the end of those 4 years, with $100 a month, you're gonna end up with $5,560 something dollars. I can't do this.
Basically, conclusion: start investing, research more. He's gonna have some links in the bio, maybe about like,
or if you guys want, I can make a separate video about it.
Yeah, of like how to invest or why you should invest.
Basically. Basically, if you invest $100. Yeah. If you invest $100 a month, you can end up with $5,569.
He
Okay?
thinks it's funny.
By the end of college, you'll end up with $5,569 because an index fund.
My stomach is hurting.
I'm gonna throw up.
Okay, fast.
No. Because an index fund. Okay. Move on. Moving on to the next tip. Make friends within your major, especially if you have a very difficult major like computer science. You will want to rely on your major friends a lot. I think I wouldn't have survived my major if it wasn't for my friends in my major. Major. Okay, we get it.
Basically, find friends within your major. Basically, the next tip.
Basically, find friends within your major because you're gonna want to rely on them whenever there's a hard project, whenever you're sick and you can't make it to class, you can ask for notes. Well, thank you for watching this video, guys. I hope these two
The balls.
the Boba balls. Okay. No, it didn't. Well, thank you for watching this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope these tips were helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them on the comment down below, and also let me know what kind of video you want to see from me next. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment,
And share.
See you in the next video.
Bye.